Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, first up, as much as I try to avoid Donald Trump and his foolishness, again, we cannot ignore the Trump rallies and all of the violence and mayhem that has surrounded it. Again, I'm just dumbfounded by all of the success and how far Donald Trump has been able to come in this presidential campaign. I think it's pretty much decided that he will be the Republican candidate, and it is just alarming. I just saw that Marco Rubio dropped out of the race after Donald Trump won Florida. And yeah, it's just crazy. Not everybody is happy that Donald Trump is in the place that he's in. You guys have seen violence at recent rallies, and it's increasing. It was bad in Chicago. He had to cancel his rally there. There was another location a couple of times when people have tried to rush the stage, rattled Donald Trump, Secret Service building a wall around him to protect him and everything. I mean, it's just getting so out of hand. And it is his fault. He has been the one that has fanned the flames of ignorance. You know, he says stupid shit like, if you see anybody about to throw a tomato, I want you to punch him and I swear I'll pay your legal fees. He'll yell at the protesters, get out, instead of letting, you know, his people handle it. It's just crazy. And I have never ever seen such full of fucking niggatry in my entire life. Sarah Palin, I can barely even stand to listen to her. Let me see, I wrote down what she said. What we don't have time for is all that petty, punk-ass little thuggery that's going on. Oh my God. When do they say these type of things on campaign trails, you know, when someone is running for presidency? I mean, why are you saying petty little punk-ass thuggery? I just don't understand what has become. I don't understand it. So I pretty much ignore what goes on with Donald Trump, but CNN is always playing in my house. So I hear it, of course. And then when it's time for me to do top of the blogs, almost every single week somebody asks me to talk about it. So that's why I have to, you know, kind of be up on it. But other than that, I'm just over it. It's just stupid. It's crazy to me. I don't understand. Anyway, you guys, that's the latest on Donald Trump. Yeah, he has won Florida. And as of now, it looks like he can do no wrong. Poor Ashanti, you guys. She has a stalker that she has been dealing with since way back in 2007, 2008. The crazy motherfucker name is David Heard, and he is in court for a third time for felony stalking of Ashanti and her family. He's gone to jail for it before, back in 2009, and he is out now, and he's back to his recent tricks. So now he's in court again, third time, felony stalker, and he is representing himself in court. So you know what that means. He has a fool for a client. Sad thing about it is that he called Ashanti up to the stand because he wanted to examine her, cross-examine her, whatever the word is. He's saying all this nasty ass shit. He read a text that he had sent her. It said, eating pussy from the back tastes better from a flight from Russia. He asked her, did she remember getting that text? And she said, yeah, she was disgusted and she was insulted. And he was like, well, why didn't you tell me to stop then? I guess he's saying that she never told him to leave her alone, because I'm assuming that she probably was taking the approach of ignoring his nasty, scary ass. But he's saying that she didn't say that she wanted him to stop, so that must have meant that she wanted him to continue on. And then he said all this other shit, talking about her giving lap dances and being provocative in her performances on stage. And I guess that's reason for him to act the way he did. You know, just crazy. These stalkers are a scary situation for a lot of these celebrities. Even someone like Ashanti, who's not even as much in the spotlight as she used to be. So I don't know what's gonna happen. He was in jail before for this same exact thing. Something tells me he's gonna go back to jail. They said that I think the maximum sentence that he could get would be 4 years. But just scary, right? I mean, can you imagine living your life and just having somebody that's always on your back, always sending you messages that you don't want, always saying stuff to you? Just like, scary, very scary. That is the downside of celebrity. But I guess you take the bad with the good. We're just gonna say, hold your head up, Ashanti, and hopefully this will all be over soon for you. guys, your girl Porsha Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta was on a flight on her way to Miami, and all of a sudden she was like,
"Oh my God, I don't feel good. Something is wrong with me. I don't feel good. I'm dizzy. Stewardess, I need some water. Somebody help me. I'm passing out.
And the scene. Porsha was on a flight to Miami. She started not feeling well and she fainted. I don't know if she told somebody she fainted or if they witnessed her fainting. However, they were pretty alarmed that she had passed out for some time. So the flight attendant got on the loudspeaker and asked, if there were any doctors on board. But everybody realized that it was Porsha's juicy ass up there that needed some damn help. We had 6 men. What's the chances of having 6 doctors on the damn plane? They all offered to help her. Go up there and check her out. Make sure everything is good. She was good. She was just, I think her sister put out a statement that said that she has low sugar problems. This has happened to her in the past. You guys remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta that time when she was just like, I was coming down the stairs and the whole last 2 stairs just disappeared. They disappeared, Porsha. Bless her heart. Anyway, you guys, she made it safe and sound to Miami. When she got there, the paramedics was waiting. They again checked her out, made sure she's okay, and then they sent her on her way, you guys. So yeah, Porsha's good. She went to Miami without any further incidents. All you lambs out there will be glad to know that Mariah Carey has signed on for a reality show. It's going to be airing on the second half of this year on the E! Channel, and it is going to follow her tour that she's going on, a world tour that she's going on. It's also going to focus on this lavish, multi-million-dollar wedding. She's marrying, Australian billionaire James Packer, and it's also going to follow her family life. Her raising her 2 kids with Nick Cannon. Should be interesting. Mariah Carey is low-key shady and actually quite funny. So hopefully the show will be, pretty entertaining. But then when I think about it, I also wonder if, she doesn't need this at all. Why you would open your life to a reality show. I'm assuming that she's going to have a lot of control over the production and what does and doesn't get out. I'm sure she's not going to let herself be represented in any way negatively, but still, reality show, I was just like, I wouldn't have expected her to do something like this. But like I said, I'm sure the lambs out there will be very happy to see their idol on the TV for 8 weeks. It's an 8-week docuseries. We should be able to hear and see all about whatever we wanted to know about Mariah Carey in them 8 weeks. Speaking of Mariah Carey, there is also a story going around about her sick sister. I don't have all the details on it, you guys, but evidently she has a sister. Not sure if it's a full sister, half sister, step sister. You know how these stories go, but evidently a brother has come out and said that Mariah Carey has shunned the sister and has not helped financially with this sister. The sister was a prostitute, a drug addict, and now she's sick. I don't know what she has, but I'm assuming that it is something that's attributed to her lifestyle. I don't know if she still does it or if it was something from the past. Like I said, you guys, Mariah Carey being the big star that she is, and with a whole bunch of money, I'm sure there are many people who feel that she owes it to them to take care of them. If she could do it, then that would be good, but you're not obligated to take care of people. We don't know the full story. Mariah Carey might have been helping this lady in the past, and the lady continued to live a lifestyle that was not going to be healthy to her, and she might be at the point where she's just like, forget it, I'm not helping anymore, I'm not doing anything. I don't know if that is the story, but I'm just saying, you guys, we can't really make judgment on why Mariah Carey is not helping this sister and this brother who we've never heard of before. Not even sure if the mother had other, you never heard that Mariah Carey has siblings, not from the mother anyway. Okay, so that's why I'm wondering if it's more to this story. So, yeah, very sad that the lady is sick, that the lady is dying. She needs help and she can't seem to get it. But I don't know if I feel like Mariah Carey owes it to her, especially not knowing all the circumstances. So, we're just going to say, hopefully, Mariah Carey's sister, you hold your head up, prayers for you. Hopefully, you make it through. Maybe you can get you some Obamacare and try and see if that'll help you out a little bit. that story, you guys know who Miss Robbie is. She's from Welcome to Sweetie Pies. You guys remember that's a show that is on OWN, Oprah's network. You guys remember on the show she was taking care of a couple of her grandkids because one of her sons had been killed, and she was taking care of the son of that son and trying to keep him out of trouble and, you know, trying to steer them the right way. Andre Montgomery was the grandson of Miss Robbie. He was at a recording studio the other day. Someone called him on his phone and asked him to come outside, and when he went outside, he was shot and killed. Miss Robbie says that, you know, they believe that he was set up, that somebody was, you know, gunning for him. They also said that he was staying in a hotel somewhere and that the hotel had been ransacked and some things had been stolen, and the person who did that was caught on video. So I've heard a few stories. One story was that they knew who it was, but they hadn't found the person, and then I also heard another story that they actually have apprehended the suspect that, you know, they feel shot and killed Andre Montgomery. But sad, you guys, because I mean, I could just remember watching the episodes. I hadn't watched the seasons in the last couple of seasons. I watched it all the way up to when Tim, is that the son's name? Ooh, Tim, that old bad-bodied boy. Child. All I can remember is them hips and the titties, and you know that it was just strange. Little tiny head, these ears. Anyway, we're not talking about Tim, are we? But I watched it up until him and the girl broke up. They were definitely broke up. They weren't trying to work it out or anything. So I don't know what's happened since then. But I do remember that Miss Robbie was trying to take care of her grandsons and make sure that they were okay. You know, they had a little street in them, definitely so. Well, the one that got killed. But seemed like he was a good enough kid and willing to try to get his life right. And it's just sad that it had to end this way for him. I think they said he was 20. No, how old did they say? 22 years old? I don't know. I didn't write it down. But yeah, anyway, we're going to just say a rest in peace to Andre Montgomery. And, you know, our prayers up for Miss Robbie and the rest of the Montgomery family. Terrible. Subway spokesperson, I guess I should say ex-Subway spokesperson, Jared Fogle. You guys know he's in jail for 15 years for child predatory, rape, some kind of, you know, molestation and all kind of foolishness. These babies that he was, you know, taking advantage of. So he's in jail for 15 years now. Mr. Stephen Nigg, he's a 60-year-old man that is in the same low security facility as Mr. Jared Fogle. Well, Mr. Nigg said Jared is walking around there acting like he's the big man on campus. You know, he's a celebrity. He's got money. He's paying for protection. He's down at the yard flossing and whatnot. And honey, Mr. Nigg was like, this nigga is not fixed to be up in here thinking that he's running the show and acting like he's better than everybody else. So I'm going to have to cut him down to size. Okay, so Mr. Nigg got Jared and beat his ass good. Mr. Nigg is in the hole. They didn't put him in solitary confinement, and they said that this is going to take off for some of his good behavior. And Jared Fogle, they said, even though he was scratched and bruised up, but you know he's going to be all right. You know, it's a hard road to travel when you're a child predator and you're in jail. Child predators and rapists are not looked at positively. I mean, how positive we gonna be in jail, but they not, okay, they kind of the lowest of the totem pole, and they usually try to keep a very low profile. So that's why Mr. Nigg was like, I don't know where this motherfucker thought he was just gonna come in here and act like, you know, everything was all good. Hurried up and showed him otherwise. So, I mean, you know, what can we say? Jared Fogle, he gonna have some tough times while he's in jail. It's sad, but you know what? You gotta pay for the shit that you do. They also had a rumor going around that said that he had gained 30 pounds since he has been in jail. His lawyer has confirmed that that is a rumor and it's not true, that he exercises daily. Okay. I bet you that motherfucker was running around that damn yard trying to get away from Mr. Nigg. Anyway, Jared is still small, and you know, if he's anything like me, he's gonna get smaller, because when I get stressed out, I ain't got an appetite. So, you know, and like I said, 15 years, yeah, we'd be lucky if he weighed 100 pounds by the time he's done. I shouldn't laugh. Hold your head up, Jared. Don't drop the soap. Child, this OJ Simpson knife was such foolishness. I just, you know, just foolishness. First, before we start on the knife thing, let's talk about the OJ Simpson docuseries that's been on FX. It's been very, very good. I enjoy it. People always ask me, you know, what my opinion is of it, and it's nothing like I thought it was going to be, because I think that it's more so about the behind the scenes with the lawyers, okay? And it's more interesting for me to find out about Johnny Cochran and, you know, the issues that he had with Shapiro and, you know, Marsha Clark, you know, and how she really was kind of just, I mean, I've got a whole new understanding and appreciation for everybody that worked on that case, both sides. You know, Marsha Clark was going through a lot, but we also see the ruthlessness of Johnny Cochran and how he's so focused, okay, that he wasn't going to let nothing else, you know, he wasn't going to lose this case, Shapiro and things. So it's been good. It's been good. I've enjoyed it, and I think that they're doing a good job with it. But, you know, with the show, obviously, comes all this extra, okay? So, you know, conveniently, a couple of weeks ago, a knife shows up. There was a cop who had this knife. Okay, so, like 3 or 4 years after the O.J. Simpson case had ended, you know, they were tearing down his mansion. Somebody had bought the land and they were going to build another house there. So they were tearing down the mansion, and evidently a construction worker found a knife on the property. And now this is O.J. Simpson's property. The construction worker does the right thing and goes and tells a police officer, hey, look, I found this knife on the property. The police officer, for whatever reason, I've heard a few stories, but they're saying that he mentioned it to somebody and they said, oh, well, the case is over and nothing's going to happen, so you can just keep the knife. So the guy keeps the knife. Fast forward to however many years it's been now. The guy is retiring. He wants to put the knife in a frame and put it on his wall, and he wanted to put the case number of the O.J. Simpson case, have it engraved on the knife. So when he told the police that, they were like, what the fuck? You got the knife? Are you crazy? You need to turn that in. We want to check it for DNA, see if it's got hair on it, see if it's got skin on it, see if it's got blood on it, see if it's got any of the DNA of Ron Goldman, Nicole Brown Simpson, or even O.J. Simpson on there. The chances were very slim to none that they would find anything, because the thing has been just knocking around in a box somewhere, not preserved, and, you know, they pretty much felt like they weren't going to find anything, but they wanted to test it anyway. I was just like, you motherfuckers. Just trying. I mean, what is the purpose? First of all, O.J. Simpson is already in jail, so it's not like you can put him in jail again, and then it's double jeopardy. You wouldn't be able to try him anyway if something was found on the knife. So it was just like they did all this just to kind of hype and sensationalize. I mean, you know, just looking for a story, I guess maybe to help push along this TV show. But it was just like, what was the purpose of all of this? We already knew nothing was going to happen. And sure enough, a couple of days ago, it comes out that there were nothing found. No DNA, nothing found, nothing substantial that they could, you know, put their finger on. So I was just like, oh, yeah, I done went through all of this for just some bullshit, you guys. And then lastly, you guys, in quickies, congratulations are in order to Jhené Aiko. She married some dude named Dot the Genius. You guys, who the fuck is Dot the Genius? I said he must be some kind of music producer or somebody. They posted a picture on Instagram. It is a picture of Jhené Aiko in a long white gown. She's holding a bouquet of flowers, and it looks like Mr. Genius is putting a ring on her finger. And he says something like, congratulations or happy birthday to my beautiful wife. You know, it's her 28th birthday. They were celebrating her birthday. Okay, so I see it. Not quite sure who Mr. Dot is, but evidently him and Jhené Aiko have decided to make this union official. Congratulations to the happy couple. Neo and his new wife, Crystal Renee, have welcomed into the world the birth of their bouncing baby boy. And what is his name? Well, he is a junior, of course. He's named after his daddy. That's a Schaefer Jr. here now, you guys. Somebody go check on Moneta. Make sure she all right. Another congrats are in order for newly engaged couple Ciara and Russell Wilson. A video came out the other day that Russell proposed to her. He posted on his Instagram. They were on a beach. It was romantical. It was dark. It was candles. And that damn Ciara flashed that big ass motherfucking ring. I said, bitch, if you ain't winning today, I don't know who is. That motherfucker was big. It looked like it was 3 big diamonds. I couldn't really tell, but you guys know I am a sucker for rings. I love beautiful jewelry. And just that one little flash, I said, girl, I can't even be mad at you. They seem very happy together. Y'all know a bitch want everybody to be in love. So yeah, congratulations to the two. They say, even though it doesn't matter, that the ring cost somewhere around $6 million. Not sure what the carat size is, but like I said, girl, you won, or at least you winning right now. Now we just gotta wait for the wedding. Congratulations to Ciara and Russell. Alright, you guys, that's it. Let me get off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.